So for this one, we're going to use the binomial theorem to expand this binomial. Now, you notice that we have a 3 here, and we've got 4a minus b. Those are the two terms. So let me show you how to use the binomial theorem. Okay, so once again, we have the 3 as the main exponent. So we're going to start with 3, 0. That's my coefficient. And then we're going to have the first term, 4a to the third power. The second term, negative b to the 0th power, the bottom number. Well, anything to the 0th power is 1, so we can ignore that. Plus, now we're going to do our count up from the bottom, 3, 1, and now we're going to have 4a squared, and then we're going to have negative b to that bottom value to that first power. Plus, now we're going to have 3, 2, and we've got 4a to the first power. You notice as this is counting down, the other one's counting up. So 4a to the first power, negative b squared. And then last but not least, we're going to have 3, 3, like so. And then we're going to have 4a to the 0th power, which is just 1. And then negative b to the third power. So as we simplify 3, 0, okay, if we plug it into the formula, it's actually going to evaluate out to be 1. And then 4 cubed is 64. And then we got 64 a to the third, that's the first term, plus 3, 1, which again is 3 factorial over 3 minus 1, 2 factorial times 1 factorial. And if we can do this mentally, 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1 over 2 factorial, 2 times 1. You're just going to be left with 3. So we got 3, and then 4a squared is 16a squared, and then negative b to the 1 is negative b. We'll simplify this in a bit. Then we've got 3, 2. So now we have 3 factorial over 3 minus 2, which is 1 factorial times 2 factorial. Again, that's going to still be 3. So this is going to be a coefficient of 3 times 4a, right? 4a to the first is just 4a, and then negative b squared is b squared. And then last but not least, we've got this one, 3 over 3. Whenever these numbers are the same, it's going to evaluate out to be 1. And then we've got negative b cubed, which is literally negative b cubed. All right, now we're going to simplify a little bit to get our final answer. So again, 64a cubed, good to go. 3 times 16 and times the negative, and actually we'll make this a minus sign because it's going to be negative 48 a squared b. And then we've got plus 3 times 4 is 12 a b squared minus b cubed. That's how you do the binomial expansion